Let's get this thing going. Everybody help me welcome You Me at 6.
It's like a spinal tap moment.
Where's Chewy? There he is, fashionably late. As always.
Hey guys, welcome to the Acoustic Den. I'm back here. Nobody else could see me, so
how you doing?
I'm just gonna wave my white paper at you. All right, so Josh, Max, Chris, Matt, and Dan. Did I get everybody?
Yes.
Good. Thank you for having normal names. Sometimes we get people in, they have just these crazy. I'm just not.
What qualifies as a not normal name, though? Do you tell them it's not normal when you read out their names?
Of course not.
You have a very strange name.
I would never say that. I'm just gonna personally not call you by your names before I ruin it. That's all.
All right.
Of course, I don't tell that to their face. But you guys, from what I understand, this is your first time in Nashville, right?
We've been here once before.
Once before.
On a tour, but that was like 2009, so it's been a long, long time since you've been here. So.
A lot has changed since then, too. And, of course, your show at Rocketown, it's in a pretty good spot. It's right off 4th Avenue, right by the Country Music Hall of Fame and all that touristy Nashville stuff, too. And if you're mentioning Jack's Barbecue, it's a place that you wanna hit up. Yeah. Does anybody else have any suggestions as far as what they need to go?
Guitar shops, realistically.
The guitar shops while you're here?
Yeah, that's what me and Chris want to do today. So go shopping.
Go shopping for guitars.
Go shopping.
Guitar Center? Yep.
Yeah, we're in Nashville, so I don't believe the Guitar Center in Nashville.
Well, they're in a good spot. Like I said, Rocketown is right next to all those places. Get some Jack's Barbecue, get the true Nashville treatment. There's a lot I want to talk to you about. Your new album that just came out, Tour Life, your show tonight at Rocketown. But do you guys want to get us going with a song here right away?
Yeah, we can do that for you, definitely.
We're here in the Advanced Financial Acoustic Den with You Me at 6. Again, guys, thanks for taking some time to hang out with us. I know there are a lot of different things you could be doing in this town, but thank you for spending that time with us. So let's take it way back to the beginning. 2004 is when you guys came together. Did I get my year right?
I think it's 2005.
2005.
Yeah, whatever. It's the same thing.
Whatever, same thing. Exactly.
It's just a number. It's just an age.
So who kind of got the ball rolling? Like, when was that moment that you guys came together and thought, yeah, we're gonna do this?
Well, in those days, Matt, and I were going to a lot of the same local shows. We actually played in some different local bands, and I was used to find myself in a mosh pit with Max, and I used to be like, "Who is this? Who is this crazy guy? He's a joker. I got to do something with him." And so Matt, and I said we should start a band, and we asked around if we knew any guitarists that could play as well, and Matt was like, "Well, actually, I live next door to someone who can play guitar. His name's Chris Miller," and he rocked up. And then we had some other fella playing drums for a bit, and then we realised he was rubbish, and we got Dan Flint in, and the dream's been lived ever since. So, yeah.
And who came up with the name You Me at 6? Where does that come from?
Max, do you want to take this one? Okay, I'll take it. You Me at 6 is basically just an abbreviation for what time to meet at the pub, like a bar.
So you turned your Friday night plans into the name of a band.
Like, you meet at 6. We'll see you at 6.
Very nice.
Yeah, and then we we only wanted it for like a temporary thing. We were going to change it when we came up with something better, like, you know, the sky bleeds and pianos falling and other really cool names. And then we never changed it, and then here we are in 2014 with You Me at 6. So.
It's an attention getter. I had somebody call me one night. This was maybe the first couple times I started playing Room to Breathe. And this one woman called me up, and she said, "What was the name of that band?" I said, You Me at 6. She goes, "Who at 6?" I said, You Me. She goes, "Is that Chinese?" So
maybe that's what we should go
maybe
with
that's
now.
it. You can run with that
it's
story.
Chinese for Coldplay.
Coldplay at 6 in Chinese.
Yeah, there you go.
So you just had a new album come out in January. It's your 4th studio album, Cavalier Youth. Is that right?
That is correct. Yeah.
Okay, great. What makes this different album from your previous work?
Well, to start with, I feel that on this record we really found our sound as a band. In the early years, in our first 2 records in particular, we were very much trying to emulate the sound and the success of some of our peers, and we weren't really sure who You Me at Six were and what our identity really was. And I think on Cavalier Youth we really started to find that and really started to find our sound. And I guess another difference is that it's our first record that went to #1 in the UK, and lots of different things have kind of come together because of that success. And getting the attention of our US label was one of them. So we finally have a label in America that's working our band, which is nice. So
congratulations on that. That's very cool. Good for you. So your fourth studio record, you'd say, would be maybe overall your solid You Me at Six sound. Very nice.
Think so.
Very nice. So obviously, I mean, if anybody has not got this vibe yet, they are from England. What makes touring in America different than touring in England? Or is it any different at all?
I think it is different. I think obviously culturally there's some differences. There's a real lack of tea and crumpets in America, which is a problem. You know, no, I don't know really. I think we love coming to America because it's so big. You can be 1 minute you can be on the West Coast and there's that vibe there, and then you can be somewhere like Nashville. You can be on the East Coast in New York or passing through Boston or whatever, and all these different places, and everywhere is different. You know, there's no real comparison really between like Texas and Nashville. Or at least I haven't seen an obvious comparison yet. So, yeah, it's different. There's always stuff to do. There's always new things to try, and we just enjoy being tourists, basically. We use this band as a vehicle to see the world, and it's our 12th time being in America, so we're very lucky for that. So.
Very nice. So you said tea and crumpets. Besides that, what is something that America lacks that England has? Or vice versa, what's something that we have that maybe England does not?
Roast dinner. You guys don't do roast dinner, and that is an issue. Yeah. Indian food in England is pretty big, and it's not big here, really. And if it is an Indian restaurant, it's probably pretty bad in America. That's what we've learned. No offense to anybody that owns an Indian restaurant in Nashville. I'm sure it's great. But yeah, I don't know. What else do you guys? You guys have actually really clued up on your soccer, which we call football. But a few years ago, we come to America and we couldn't find any TV network which would show live games. And now it's on all the time, and that's kind of awesome. It's kind of lame, but it's kind of awesome. What else? What else is America? You guys smash barbecue food in a big way. In a big way. You get barbecue food in England, and honestly, well, there's no point. You don't. I don't think there's... Yeah, our bars stay open. Do our bars stay open later, or their bars?
We have pubs. I'm a bit of a pub man myself, and they normally close about 11:30's last orders. Where if you go to a bar over here, it's like, go to like 3, 4 in the morning.
That's true.
So your bar life's a lot better, and your shot measurements as well. In England, they measure them by 25 millilitres a shot, and over here you just go. Depending on how much you tip the ladies, so
you can tell what You Me at Six does in America.
Bar life.
Quite a lot.
That's very nice. So roast dinner, soccer, barbecue. We're doing it all wrong.
You're doing it wrong. You're doing alcohol right. No, you're doing barbecue food right, and you're doing alcohol right.
Okay, well, we can live with that. I mean, It's Nashville. We can do barbecue and alcohol right.
Yeah.
That's what people come here for, right?
Exactly. That's why we're here. That's why we booked a show here.
Absolutely.
Right.
So you guys are at Rocketown tonight with Young Guns and Stars in Stereo. We'll get into tour living in just a minute, but got another song for us until then?
I think we have, yeah.
We got You Me at Six in the house in the Advanced Financial Acoustic Den before the show at Rocketown. You're bringing Young Guns and Stars in Stereo with you tonight.
Yes.
Have you ever been on the road with them before? Is this kind of a first-time thing?
Stars in Stereo, no. We only met them on this tour, but they're fun guys. Have a lot of, again, they have a bit of a drinking problem. We discovered that in Austin. And Young Guns, a band from the UK we've been friends with for a long time. Because England's so small, if your band has any sort of success, you seem to know or be friends with any other bands that have any sort of success. And we're sort of from the same gene pool. So we've known those guys for years, and it's great to be on the road with them. So
they're your cousins, aunts, boyfriends, nephews, ex-cousins, something
I hope
like that.
not.
Roundabout. It's some kind of roundabout. Everybody knows everybody. It's that small.
we'll find out, won't we? I suppose.
And you've been on tour with some pretty cool people like 21 Pilots and Paramore, and Haley Williams being a Nashville girl. It's a pretty cool deal there. Have you developed really close relationships besides Young Guns with different bands, just as far as touring?
Yeah, I'd actually say Paramore's one of them for sure. We've done probably 6 or 7 different tours of them now, all over the world. They were the people that took us to Jack's Barbecue when I told you earlier on about that. So that's how we found out about that. What other bands we really sort of get along with? Def Havana, a UK band that we spent a lot of time with. Done a lot of touring with them. The thing is with us is that there's very few bands that we don't really get along with, unless, they're jealous of how good looking we are. That is a problem sometimes. That does happen.
But you can't help that.
You can't help that.
That's their problem.
We didn't, I wasn't there. I just happened. No, I don't. We seem to get along with everybody, and I think that's because we have such an eclectic taste in music. We don't really look at anything at face value. We're always sort of, you can play in a reggae band or a metal band, but if you're cool dudes, then we're probably going to be friends and we're going to have a beer. So we have a lot of friends in a lot of different bands playing lots of different kind of music, and it's great because it's what we're all about. So
I'm hearing the words beer and alcohol dropped a lot. I think you guys are pretty fun to be on tour with.
Oh, definitely.
Just making that observation.
But also very boring at the same time because you guys have a lot of movie channels, so that's a problem. On the bus when we feel like being lazy. So.
Did anybody in the audience get to check out the Vans Warped Tour this year at the fairgrounds?
She did.
1. Cool.
She did. 2.
2?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. You guys were on Vans Warped Tour in 2012, is that right?
Yeah, we did it 3 times, 2009, 2010, 2012.
How was the Vans Warped Tour?
Yeah. It's the best. It's the best tour you can do in terms of really doing some groundwork in America. And if you want to be doing summer camp, then it's fun. I mean, for us, the first 2 times we did it wasn't that great because we didn't really know anybody. We didn't really have any friends in American bands then, and so touring was kind of like a bit rubbish. And queuing up every day for food is not great, especially when it takes like an hour and a half to get a plate of mush. But what Kevin Lyman and Warped Tour and Lisa Brownlee has done for that particular scene in America is phenomenal, and worldwide, to be honest. And it's really how we got our break originally in America. And when we did it in 2012, it was amazing because we had about 15 or so bands who we were friends with. We were drawing big crowds, and that was a fun summer for sure. But I'm not sure if I can play at 3:00 in the afternoon in Mesa, Arizona again, because no, I'm English and my skin just burns like it's set on fire. So yeah.
So you'd probably consider the Vans Warped Tour being one of those shows where you had to pay your dues to get to where you are now.
Of course, and I think it's a rite of passage. I think you sort of, if you get offered it, you absolutely must do it. And I think that we probably wouldn't be the band we are today in America had we not been involved in something as prestigious as the Warped Tour. So we have a love-hate relationship with Warped Tour. We love the idea of doing it, and then we hate it a month in, and we're like, oh my God, if I hear one more bus engine when I wake up to brush my teeth, I'm probably going to jump off the main stage.
Well, and playing at 3:00 in the afternoon, you're probably used to getting out of bed that late if you're used to playing shows at 7:00.
Of course, yeah. That's the other thing about Warped Tour. It's very unpredictable. You can think, oh, we played at 11:00 yesterday morning, so there's no way they'll put us on before 2 or 3 tomorrow. We'll smash it tonight. We'll have a big night, and then you go to bed at 5, and then somebody sort of shrugs you in like, oh, you're up you got to play in an hour. And I don't know if anybody in here is musicians or singers, but if somebody says to you after 4 hours sleep it's time to get up and play a show in New Mexico, then it's not much fun, to be honest. So that's the one part of Warped Tour that really bums us out, I think.
Well, I was going to say, it's funny because my next question is, so what's next for You Me at 6? Obviously not Vans Warped Tour.
No, you never say never.
Never say never.
Never say never.
So you would do it again?
No, didn't say that. I just said that you can never say never to something like that. But I don't know. I believe that we have, as I said, we've got a great label in America now who are really trying to push us, and I think we want to come back in 2015 at some point, whether it be to do touring or just whatever, coming out and working different things. But America is a massive priority for us because we've sort of touch wood, got the UK on lockdown at the moment, so we don't really need to spend all that much time there. So we can spend more time here, which is great. We're happy to do that. So
yeah, absolutely. Getting some fans in the UK, getting some fans in the US. It's
of course.
Good. Let's wrap this up. Do you got one last song for us?
We do, and it's the song you've been playing, so thank you very much for supporting it. This one's called Room to Breathe.